always have a blitz in your defensive scheme. The best defenses are the ones that can generate crazy fast pressure. And if you can generate that pressure with just 4 players rushing the quarterback, it's going to give you a huge advantage on the defensive side of the ball. College Football 26 has loop blitzes, edge blitzes, stunt blitzes, and overload blitzes, and I strongly recommend that you run at least one of those in your defensive scheme. And so right here, I'm going to show you guys one of the easiest loop blitzes to run in the entire game. I'm in the 3-4 defensive playbook, which is Oregon's defensive playbook. I'm in the formation 3-4 odd, and we'll look at the play name in just a second. But what's great about this blitz is when you snap the ball, your middle linebacker is going to come through completely untouched for an easy sack on the quarterback. So let's go into the play call screen and look at what play we are running. Like I said, we're in the formation 3-4 odd, and the play is going to be Will Buck 3 press. You don't need any special coaching adjustments. You actually should leave auto flip turned on because this can work from either side. And so you just have to call Will Buck 3 press. And if your opponent is sending all 5 players out on routes, then you don't have to touch anything. You're just going to use her with this linebacker in the 3 rec, and you can stand anywhere you want. And when your opponent snaps the ball, your linebacker is going to come through completely clean for an easy sack on the quarterback. Now, there are a couple things we should talk about. The first thing is that if you want the blitz to come in even better, there is one adjustment we should make, and that is to simply spread the D-line, which is left on the D-pad and up on the left stick. It obviously can come in without that adjustment, but spreading the D-line seems to make it come in even more consistently. Now, the second thing we should talk about is I said at the beginning, we want pressure with just 4 players rushing the quarterback. But if we count here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 players rushing the quarterback. And so with 5 players rushing, we don't really have that much of an advantage on the defensive side of the ball. So how can we turn this blitz into just a 4-man rush? And in order to do that, we can actually take this defensive end on the side opposite of the blitzing linebacker and drop him off into a coverage assignment. And so I can put him into a hook curl zone, and then this is still our user, and we can stand anywhere we want. And now with just a 4-man rush, this blitz is still going to come through completely clean and get an easy sack on the quarterback. Now, you may be saying, well, what if your opponent just scrambles with their quarterback away from the blitz? Well, then you can just take this defensive end and put him in a QB spy. You don't have to have him on a hook curl. You can have him on whatever you want. And when you snap the ball, then you still get your blitz that comes in clean, and you have a QB spy on the field to prevent against the scramble. Now, the next thing you may be wondering is what if your opponent runs the ball, especially if you're spying out this defensive end or putting him in a zone assignment or something? Well, here's where the positioning of your blitzing linebacker comes in. Because as long as you flip your play so that your blitzing linebacker is on the side opposite of the running back, if your opponent was to run something like inside zone right here, that linebacker is actually going to come through and shoot the gap for you. So this is a great blitz against the pass. It's also great run defense. Look at this. I've never seen a gap shoot this easy before, where your opponent just snaps the ball, it's an inside zone, and the linebacker is going to come through and do the gap shoot for you to tackle the running back in the backfield. And so this is an incredibly powerful blitz. And like I said, there's plenty of other blitzes in the game, but if you want a super easy blitz to run, then this play right here in the 3-4 odd formation is one of the best ways you can get pressure on your opponent. And we actually had this blitz posted weeks ago on playbookprofessor.gg. We discovered this the day after the game launched. And so if you want to know the latest tactics that people are running online and know them the moment they're discovered, then make sure you're a member over there on playbookprofessor.gg.